Alright, hey there everyone, my name is Adrienne, feel free to call me Andy. I'm one of the fitness and sports instructors at CFB Edmonton, and today I'm going to bring you through a high intensity interval training workout. So, for this class, if you joined me last week on Thursday, I believe it was, we ran through one of these as well. Basically, we're going to working at some pretty high intensity energy levels, high intensity effort levels to get that heart rate up. We're going to be working for about 20 seconds and then taking about 10 seconds of rest, going anywhere from 6 to 8 times through a variety of exercises. When we stick with one exercise today, it's going to be essentially that exercise leveled up, leveled up, leveled up, and then we'll repeat that. So you'll get really familiar with the exercise, and then I would encourage you to work at whatever level feels really good for you. Whether that is sticking with the first variation, something in the middle, or high intensity. So that's kind of the gist of that. As always, of course, I'm going to start off with our disclaimer and then we will get into the fun of things. Today with me behind the scenes is Danielle, so give her a shout, say hello in the comments. She'll be answering any questions that you may have about today's workout, what we're doing, why we're doing it, all those kinds of things. As well, she's going to toss this disclaimer up in the comments, both in English and in French, as well as any of the reference documents that you might need for that. So, in response to COVID-19, PSP is offering virtual fitness classes to Canadian Armed Forces members. By using social media platforms, the virtual fitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces members become accessible to all. Participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members recognize and acknowledge that their age, health status, and physical fitness levels are unknown, and it is entirely up to each individual to assess their ability to participate in this class. Since it is preferable to consult your physician prior to beginning any exercise program, we invite all participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members to consult the Get Active questionnaire from the Canadian Society for Exercise Physiology and its reference document. Like I mentioned, Danielle's going to toss those up in the comments. If you need to take a look at them, check them out below. If you experience any pain or difficulty during the exercises presented in this video, please stop and consult a healthcare provider. It is recommended that you do so. If Canadian Armed Forces members sustained an injury during this class, please remember to fill out a CF98. Like I said, my name is Adrienne, one of the fitness instructors from CFB Edmonton. Danielle is with me behind the scenes. We are happy to be here bringing you this high intensity interval training class. As you can see, I've got my Friday red shirt on as well. Less kind of common, but I have some fun socks on because of course it's Fun Sock Friday, so hopefully you've got yours too. If not, don't worry, you can join me with Fun Sock Friday next Friday because I'll be back at 1600 hours ago. And for this, really you don't need any equipment. I'm going to have a mat handy. That's just because my floor is super hard, so if you want a mat, grab one. Otherwise, all you need is yourself. Everything's going to be body weight, but have some water handy and tunes. If you want to have some music going on, because I'm not going to be having any playing here, definitely take a moment, get that set up and ready to go. I know in the past I've had a few audio issues with my microphone, so I'm going to pop back, make sure that's working properly, give you a second to grab water, grab tunes, mat if you need it, maybe toss runners on, whatever you need to do, and then we'll get started into our warm-up. Alright, looks like things are ready to go. I'm really jazzed about this one. I hope you are as well. Should be some kind of interesting, that's for sure, and should get you a really solid high intensity workout in before getting into this beautiful weekend. And if you're in the Edmonton area, you know how gorgeous things are about to be out there. So started off just a little bit of a jog on the spot. If you did my high intensity intervals class with me last week, this warm-up's going to be really familiar. Same one we did last week because I do like it for these high intensity classes, although the workout itself will be quite different. Wonderful, keep that going. Alright, go ahead and slow that down. Bring the feet out about hip distance or a little bit wider. We're just going to go side to side with the head, ear down towards the shoulder. From there, looking right and left, side to side. Up and down. Moving into some half circles, we'll drop right ear to shoulder, chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder, back through the center, side to side a few times. Awesome. You can bring your way back up through center, take it into some shoulder rolls, coming up and back. If you want, go ahead and just keep the feet walking, a little bit of movement in place. Switching directions here, bring those shoulders up and forward. And a little coordination test for you. We'll bring both arms either overhead or in front of you, whichever way works. But we're going to bring one arm forward, one arm back. Nice full circles here. If that doesn't want to happen, a little bit of a trick for you to get those circles down, no problem. You can start with your arms straight out in front of you, and you're going to start by drawing tiny, tiny circles clockwise. Clockwise, clockwise. Keep drawing those circles and make them a little bit bigger. Go ahead and make them bigger. Even bigger. 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 And as big as you can. That should get you going in opposite directions. Sometimes the body takes over, brain takes over and says, nope, I'd like both arms going back or both arms going forward. And if so, that's just the case, that's fine. But we'll go ahead and switch directions when you're ready. Either going right the other way or start it out in front of you again. Small circles counterclockwise. We're gonna go a little bit bigger. A little bigger. Bigger still. Bigger. Even bigger, and as big as you can. Who knew there was going to be bonus coordination challenges today, right? It's class with me. There's of course going to be random coordination challenges. That's just almost a given. All right, drawing these up and towards the chest, give them a little bit of a squeeze, and drop it back down, about 3 times each side. Once you're done that 3 and 3, we're going to switch to heel up towards the glutes. You can give that again just a little squeeze and release. 3 times each side. Excellent. 6 jacks. 6 squats. Three push-ups, 3 sit-ups. Four jacks, 4 squats. Starting to see that pattern a little bit? You probably know what's up next. 2 push-ups, 2 sit-ups. And lastly, 2 jacks, 2 squats, 1 push-up, 1 sit-up. Great. Take a sec, finish up your reps if you need to. And then when you're ready here, we're going to come back to a couple little bit more dynamic mobility work, starting with some Frankensteins, kicking up towards the opposite hand. We're going to keep that chest up nice and high, arms straight out in front of us, very Frankenstein-y, foot up towards the hand. Doesn't have to touch it, just coming up towards it. 3 per side. Nice. Next up, moving into some hip openers. We're going to shift weight over onto one leg. Other knee comes up towards the chest. Open to the side. Tap the foot down. And keeping it out to the side as far as you can, but hips facing front. Draw that knee up, in, and back down. 2 more times like that. Coming up, out to the side. Tap. Up, back in front, and down. 1 more. And working to keep hips, chest, everything else in the trunk facing straight forward. When you're done those 3, same thing on our second side. Of course, we've got to even out here. Wake up some of those hip flexors, some of the smaller musculature in and around the hips. Drawing that knee up, pull it open to the side, tap down, up, in, and down. 2 more like that. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit warmer as we make our way through this warm-up. If not, that's okay. Our first couple rounds are sure to warm you up even more. Let's finish up those 3. This might be 4, I don't know. I got distracted, not gonna lie. Step the feet a little wider here. We're gonna bring it into side lunges, 3 per side. Bring it down, knee and toe pointing in the same direction. Find a bit of an adductor stretch. Same thing, second side, then 2 more per side. Fantastic. All right, next up, a little bit of world's greatest stretch. I'm bringing that to pad my back knee a little bit. Like I mentioned, this floor is hard. Sometimes I'm lazy and I don't grab the mat, but I really should. Go ahead and step it forward into a lunge. I'm going to drop the back knee and untuck toes. Check in that your front knee is right over top of your ankle. From here, hands towards the inside of that front foot, same arm as your front leg is coming up and down towards the ground. 3 times. Once you are done there, back it up. This time, same arm as your back leg is reaching up and over towards the side wall. You should feel that extend through the front of your left hip, back hip. Great. Bring the hands back down towards the ground. Send the hips back. Straighten out that leg to a little bit of a hamstring and or calf stretch. And bring that back up to stand. Second side, same thing. Can you remember all of that? Fingers crossed I can. I do these a little different every time, so as long as it's something similar, warming things up, we're probably good. Getting through a whole bunch of good ranges of motion through the hips here. Starting with knee stacked over the ankle. Hands come to the inside, same arm as your front leg is reaching up, finding its way down 3 times. I'm just kidding. I know it's up on the second side. I got it. Once you've done those 3, back it up. Same arm as your back leg, reaches up and over. Find that extension through the front of the right hip. And then hands come on back down towards the ground. Send the hips back, straighten that leg out. Somewhere that you can feel a really good stretch through the back of the leg, hamstring and or calf. Awesome. Go ahead, bring that back up. Just stand. If there's anything else that you need to do to warm up, do what you need to do. Loosen things up a little bit. First thing we're starting with is just jumping jacks. We're going to do 6 rounds of jumping jacks. First round, nothing wild. We're going to step. You can step with low arms, no arms, a little bit less intense, or arms coming full overhead. Watch out if you have a low ceiling like I do. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Like I said, any other mobility exercises that you might need. And this one will start to warm us up even more. That heart rate is going to start to increase. Body temperature is also going to increase. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a sweat on. We're doing 6 rounds of jumping jacks. Ready for it? I certainly hope so. All right, first one. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Stepping jacks. So you're just going side to side alternating. This is a nice way to kind of like gently come into the jumping jacks. Next round will be just normal, standard jacks. If jumping doesn't feel good, take a little rest, come back to the step jacks at any point. That is a good option. Otherwise, this time around, we're jumping low arms or full. Here we go. Classic jacks. 20 seconds. Rest. Next one, we're getting weird, we're getting a little wild. Like I said, random coordination stuff. So you're gonna jump out and then opposite hand to foot. Out, opposite hand to foot. You may have done these with me before. If so, I apologize a little bit. Not really. Or classic jacks, your choice. Rest. All right, halfway. We're gonna come back to those step jacks. If you prefer, take it up a notch, come back to classic. Here we go. Feel that? Starting to warm up that little bit more. So far, so good. If you can't quite hear my timer, you can start and stop at the same time as me. That should work just as well. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Classic jacks. Whew. 3, 2, 1, let's go. "20 seconds. Keep it moving. Rest. Next one, hand to foot. You can go in front of the body or behind, your choice. Here we go. Last 20 seconds of jacks. Last 5. 2, 1, rest. Cool. A little bit more of a breather. Next one, we are still standing. Grab a quick sip of water if you need. Next one. Sorry, I forgot about that. Different timer than I normally use. Still works, I just have to pay more attention to it. All right, so next one. Agility steps. We're gonna start with quick feet on the spot. That's it, running in place. Nothing else you need to think about. 20 seconds. Make your step counter happy. See what we can get in. Ready, set? Whew, we'll start her off in 3, 2, 1, here we go. On the spot, little steps. Nothing to it. We'll add a pattern for round 2. Otherwise, little steps. Here we are, keep them fast, keep them small. 5 seconds, speed them up. Rest. Next, walking front to back. 2 foot forward, 2 foot back. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Forward, forward, back, back. Start slow. And then see if you can speed that up. These are high intensity intervals, remember? Got to start to bring that intensity up so that we get the benefits of that high intensity. Rest. Next one, we're going for some high knees. So these ones, I would like you to go for it nice and quick, real fast, real high, like you're sprinting. Here we go. Drive them up, get the arms involved. Past halfway. Rest. Nice. Back to quick feet on the spot. Nothing to it. No crazy patterns. Whew. Here we go. Quick feet. Nice, 10 seconds. Keep them going. Rest. Okay, front to back. Challenge you to start with your non-dominant leg this time. For me, that's my left. Here we go, 2 feet forward, 2 feet back. Again, start slow if you need to. And then bring that speed up. Bring that intensity up. 5 seconds, go faster. Whew, rest. Next up, high knees. Last one for these. And then we're gonna bring it to the mat or bring it to the ground. Whew, high knee, sprint it out, let's go. Drive them up. A little higher. Five seconds, a little faster. Go, go, go. Rest. Awesome. Keep the feet moving a little bit. Grab a sip of water if you need. And then we'll get into exercise number 3. Cool, cool, cool. So, while you're catching your breath, next up, we're doing mountain climbers. Not everyone's favorite. One of my favorite though, but I say that about most exercises, so believe me if you want. But they're pretty good. When you're doing these, make sure that you're stacking shoulders right over your wrists. Spread the fingers out wide to help protect the wrists. And go at your own pace. 20 seconds is my suggestion. I want you to keep moving during that time, but how fast you're at it, as long as you're maintaining some really good form, totally up to you, okay? I will encourage you to push it because it's a high intensity class, but listen to your body, you do you, you know it feels all right. Number 1, first round, normal mountain climbers. Nothing crazy. If mountain climbers really are not your thing, you can always opt for bicycles instead. Well, I would challenge you to try a couple of rounds, maybe with the hands on a higher surface, like the edge of a couch or on the stairs, so that you're at a little bit more of an angle, less pressure through the wrists and shoulders. All right, classic mountain climbers, knees driving towards the chest. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, right to it. Again, pace is up to you. See if we can get that good shoulder stack. Your choice if you are walking it or running it. 3, 2, 1. Next one, we are crossing. Knee is coming up towards the opposite elbow. Okay, getting a little bit more of a core crunch. Here we go, 20 seconds. So coming across, across. You're gonna build on that in round 3, so get comfortable with it. Keep it up. And rest. All right, grasshoppers. Love these guys. So instead of just bringing that knee across, kick the whole leg through. Here we go. Side to side, kick it through. Come on back. Through and back. Keep that up. Rest. Back to classic mountain climbers. Halfway done with climbers in total, or in general. Here we go, classic. If you need a break, do a round in bicycles. Come back to the climbers when you're ready. Rest. Next one, crossing. A little bit more work through the core here, up towards the opposite elbow. Let's go. warm? Feeling it? Waking things up? I hope so. Take a rest. One more of these grasshoppers, kick it all the way through. If that doesn't feel good, come back to an earlier alternative. Here we go. Nice work, 5 seconds. Take a rest, grab a sip of water, keep it moving, a little bit of a walk, whatever you need to do. Whew. Okay, so next exercise, we're going to start with squats. That's not crazy, that's not wild. Trust me, it's going to be good. Body weight squats, what could be more fun? I want to get right into it here. All right, we'll start her off in 3, 2, 1. Just body weight squats. Make sure that chest stays high, knees and toes pointing in the same direction. Get the legs comfortable because next round, we're going to be doing some jump squats. Little rest. Next round, 20 seconds of jump squats. Whatever pace you need to do. Take a couple normal squats in between if you need. Let's go. Sometimes these make 20 seconds feel a little long. It's all right. We got it. We're gonna get through this. Nice. Next one, frog jumps. From your high plank, you're gonna hop back to a plank and in. Here we go. As an alternative, you can step it back and to your hands. Otherwise, we're hopping it. Nice. Rest. Come on up. Putting all that together, jump squat to a frog jump. Kind of like a burpee. Here we go. Beautiful thing is, no push-up. We'll do those later. Hello, legs. Whew. Rest. Take that easy. Round 2, body weight squats. That's it, that's all. Here we go. More than halfway through. 5 seconds. Rest. Nice. Jump squats. Love them. Love to hate them. All right, let's go. Keep that landing quiet. Absorb it as much as you can. Rest. Frog jumps. Whew. Step or jump. Here we go. Hop it back and in, or we're stepping. Keep it up. Rest. Last one here. Burpees, no push-up. Jump squat, frog jump. Whew. Here we go. that one. That's a tough one. Take a sec, grab water, keep your feet moving. Next one, we're gonna come into the core a bit more. Get things fired up. If you have a sweat towel, now might be the time. Bonus points if you can figure out what's on my Fun Sock Friday socks. There may be a pun involved. Could be very classic me. Just gonna throw that out there. If you figured it out, gold star and a crisp, physically distant high five. All right, next up, V-sit. It's gonna be our first thing. Chest stays tall, feet can be on the mat or at a hover or a little higher up. We're just gonna hang out and hold it. Not crazy high intensity, that'll come. We'll make things harder, I promise. V-sit in 3, 2, 1. Make a V with the body. Heels are at a hover. Maybe shins parallel, maybe legs straight. Hands up, a little harder. Hands planted, a little easier. Pick your poison. Do what you need to do. Excellent way to check out what is on my socks. Relax that on down. Next one, we're gonna go into tuck. So you're gonna extend from your V-sit to a hollow body position. Draw the knees back in. Again, hands can be up or down. Here we go. 20 seconds of tucks. Find that hollow position. Core so strong. Knees draw in. Little rest. Next one, we're gonna come back to a hold. This one's mean, I'm a little sorry. We're gonna hold a hollow body, arms down or up. That bottom position from your tuck. Core strong, hands can plant, go by your legs or overhead. Remember to breathe. Bend the knees if you need. Rest. That was fun, right? Now we're gonna rock it in that hollow body to the shoulders, to the heels. Here we go. Rock it back, shoulders, forward, heels. The more that you are bent at the hips, the easier these will be. The more shallow that shape is, harder these are gonna make your core work. Nice. Halfway through this little section of core exercises, coming back to our V-sit. How are you feeling so far? All right, come on up. Chest stays high. Neutral spine is super important here. Heels can drop, or feet come up a little higher. I'll leave that up to you. Good spot to catch our breath, enjoy, hang out. For 3, 2, 1, rest. Tucks is our next one. Extend it out, draw it in. Fire things up so that we know what to hold on to in our hollow body after. Here we go, tucks. Draw it out, draw it in. Keep that chest proud as much as you can. Go at your own pace. 2, 1, take a rest. Hollow body hold. I am sorry for this one, it's tough. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Find your hollow body. Whew. Settle in. We've got 20 seconds, less than. Core is so strong. Press your back into the mat. Keep it up. Awesome. Last one. We're rocking it. Kind of like a banana shape. Shoulder blades and heels. Here we go. 20 seconds. Rocking it. Awesome work. Hope you're feeling some things in and around your abdominal muscles after those ones. There's some fun stuff. Okay, we are coming back up to stand. Sip of water, of course, if you need it. Back to some lower body. So we're going to do a little bit of work in and around the lunges or lunge stances. Split squats is going to be our first exercise. You may or may not have done lots of these before. So essentially what it looks like is a lunge without moving your feet. You're not stepping in and out of each individual one. You're just going to keep the same leg forward, same leg back for a second, 20-second set here. Just going to be the other leg forward, so we'll even out side to side. All right, so starting with one leg forward, one leg back. Chest is up, tall, so shoulders are stacked over hips. We're just going straight down, straight up. Don't move your feet, keep them as they are. That's our split squat. Here we go, starting in 3, 2, 1. Right into it. Down and up. With your front knee, you want it to rest over your ankle, not in front. Hips stay facing the same way as your toes. Rest. Second side, other leg comes forward. Set up your stance. Here we go. Straight down, straight up. You can just come down to hover that back knee. This is our low impact round. Cool. Keeping your legs moving, alternate sides this time, reverse lunges. Step back to lunge, back up together. Here we go. Coming back together, other side. Hope you've got some good tunes for these. Nice. Stick with reverse lunges or amp it up. Jump lunges, alternating sides. Jump lunges, here we go. Get quiet with your landings. Go at your own pace. This is our high intensity round. Highest intensity for our lunges. Whew. Rest. Second time through, split squats first. Pick a leg to bring forward. Here we go, straight down and up. Squeezing the glutes at the top. That'll help to stabilize. Nice. Second side. Here we go. Rest. Reverse lunges. Step it back. Alternate sides. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keep that chest up high. Nice and proud. Core strong to stabilize. All right, stick with reverse lunges or jump lunges, your choice. Whew. Here we go. Past halfway, keep it up. you need it. Next one. Coming back to upper body. Do some push-ups. If you did power hour with me, oh gosh, feels like ages ago now. It's probably only a couple weeks. We did some similar sequences with the push-ups. We're gonna start with a classic, then we're gonna add some shoulder taps for stability, then we're gonna add some power. Maybe add a hop at the top if that is comfortable. If not, I'll toss a couple other options out, but these should be good. 6 rounds of push-ups. Love it. This is my pace, is up to you. Of course, for any push-ups, your choice if you're going from the toes or from the knees. Modify if you need to. Do half and half, whatever works. Just find somewhere that you can keep the core super, super strong so that your spine stays neutral. We want to avoid having any inchworm push-ups today, okay? Everything comes down together and up together. Whew. My floor is getting real sweaty over here. Real slippery. Not too sure about you, but if you're having some of these issues that I'm having, if you need to, take a sec, wipe your floor down, make sure you're not going to slip and hurt yourself. Much danger when things get so sweaty. All right, classic push-ups first. 20 seconds of these. Starting it off in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, pace is up to you. I just want you to keep things moving. A little exhale on the way up. Inhale as you're coming down. Rest. Next one, 2 shoulder taps at the top. Shoulder, shoulder, or elbow, elbow if shoulders feel like a lot. Here we go. Try and keep the core nice and stable. Minimize that sway side to side. Rest. All right, next one, little hop, or as an alternative, you can do a hand release push-up at the bottom. Option 1, push up and hop. Right into your next one. Option 2, hand release, push up. Hand release, push up. Take your pick. 10 more seconds. Highlight, 5 seconds. Cool. With those hops, catching with the bend right away. Right now we're back to classic. Nothing crazy, just push-ups. Think about core strong, shoulders away from the ears. Here we go. Elbows come alongside the ribs here. Use the breath. Nice. Next round slows us down. We have those taps at the top. Core is so fired up. Wider stance can help with the stability. Here we go. And rest. Nice work. Last one for push-ups. Hop or hand release, your choice. Here we go. 20 seconds, all you. Try and get at least a 90-degree bend lower every time. Lots of power all the way up. You got it. Rest. Awesome stuff. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Slow things down a little bit. I think we're going to do one more for today, and then we'll see where we're at for time. Don't want to keep you forever. I know it's Friday. I know it's beautiful outside. But I also really love fitness. So we've got a bit. All right, we're gonna come back to some body weight squats and then into some lateral shuffles. 6 times for this one. Just body weight squats to start. Nothing crazy, nothing unfamiliar there. Oops. So we're gonna get right on into it. In 3, 2, 1. Squats it out. Here we go. If you want to change it up, you're welcome to step the feet a little wider, maybe into more of a sumo squat, but I'll leave that up to you. 20 seconds, just squats. In case your legs think we forgot about them, oh, we didn't. We're not skipping leg day. Take a rest. Next one, shuffle side to side, whatever space you have. Keep a good bend to the knees, keep it low. That's it, that's all. Here we go. Side to side. Lower if you can. Quick little step together step. Next step, shuffle touch. Side to side, when you get to one edge, tap the ground, back over, tap the ground. Here we go. Shuffle over, tap, over, tap. Get that bend mostly in the legs. Rest. Back to squats. Whew. Halfway through this leg round already. Here we go. Keep that chest up, keep it moving, close to the end. Rest. Awesome. Shuffle side to side. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bring it low, across, and back. You got it. It's that sports ready type position. Chest is up so you can see what's coming at you. Rest. Shuffle touch, side to side. Whew. Let's get to it. Shuffle over, touch it down. Keep going. 5 seconds. Rest. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, we have enough time for just a little bit more core. Take a sip of water. Keep the feet moving for a moment or so while I demo. And then we're going to bring it back down to the ground. Whew. Feeling good. This one. You're going to start from your back. Tucks, different kind. Knees come in towards the chest, out to hover, or out to 45 degrees. 45 degrees is a little easier. Knees more bent, also easier. Again, pick your poison, whatever is going to get things going on in the core, but keeping that back firm into your mat, okay? What I don't want to see is any of this. Again, I've said this before, I can't see you. I don't know what's happening while you're doing this workout, but pretend I can. Back should be firm into your mat or into the floor the whole time. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. Tuck into the chest, out to hover, out to 45, whatever you need here. Just 20 seconds. Make sure you are breathing. Hands planted on either side of the body. Nice. Next one. Leg raises. Legs go up. Legs go down. Back stays on the ground. Does not arch up. Here we go. Bring it down and up. Again. Hands can be by your sides. If you lift them up, it's going to be harder. You do you, adjust however you need. Rest. Next, at the top of your leg raise, you're going to press those heels up towards the ceiling so that core is engaged enough to lift the hips off the mat. Here we go. So you come down, we come up, heels straight up. Okay, down, up, heels straight up. Notice that the legs are going up towards the ceiling, not back towards the wall. Big difference there. Keep it going. Take a rest. Next up, back to tucks. It's our last 3 20-second rounds. You've got this. Here we go. Knees draw to chest, out to hover. Use this to find your control. Find a depth of lowering, I guess, that feels like a good challenge for you. For 3, 2, 1, rest. Leg raises. Almost there. Love it. Let's go for it. Legs draw down. Core so strong. Drive them up. Lowering with control. And rest. Next one, last one. All we're doing is adding that heel press at the top. Make them real good. I believe in you. Last 20 seconds of our workout. We got it. Here we go. Lower. Big press. Lots of work from the core. Press down with those arms. Nice. And rest. That is it. That's all. Grab a sip of water if you need it. And then when you're ready, go ahead, flip over onto your stomach, press up into a bit of a cobra. Quick stretch, and then I'll let y'all go for today. Torture is over. Congratulations. You have made it, rather, through another hour-long high-intensity interval training class. It's been a pleasure. I really hope you enjoyed that. I certainly had a good time. And I'm back again next Friday at 1600 hours with a power hour class. So be sure to check that one out. I'm pretty jazzed, of course. I'm usually jazzed for these. You can bring that down, take it into a child's pose, pressing yourself up and back, and you can stay here or add a little bit of a reach side to side. Hands over towards one side of the mat or the other. If you do that side reach, we'll just go for about 15-20 seconds per side today, finding some extension through the obliques and the lats, in the opposite side of the body here. Whew. That last round of exercises was lower intensity, but if your heart rate is still up and going, feel free to just walk about, start to slow things down, get some nice deep breaths in, switch sides in your child's pose if you haven't already, and come back to mobility whenever you are ready for it. You know that this video is going to be available on our page for the first 24 hours, and then later on it'll get posted to our YouTube page as well. So if you want to come back and do it again, it's always an option. Or if you want to check out other classes that you may have missed this week, last week, the week before, check them out. They're pretty great. I'm biased, but they're pretty great. Go ahead and step one foot forward here into a lunge. Tuck the tailbone under and down. Press those hips forward, coming back to part of our stretch from the start of this class. You can reach it up and over with the opposite arm, or same arm as your back leg. It's a better way of saying that. Finding a bit of a stretch through the front of your hip. And then when you're ready, go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, other way. Other foot comes forward, tuck that tailbone down, press the hips forward. Same arm as your back leg again. Reaching up, find some extension. Keep pressing those hips forward. Remember to drink lots of water today, and especially through the weekend. It's going to be a hot one out there. Get your water, get your sunscreen. Go prepared. but definitely enjoy some of that sunshine. It's going to be wonderful. All right, you can bring it up to stand. We're just going to find a nice big forward fold here. Nothing crazy, reaching down towards the ground. Let go of a little bit of tension in the shoulders, maybe in the head and the neck. And last one for today. You can bring that back up to stand, or you can bring it to a side lie on your mat. Grab a heel, or grab an ankle, draw your heel up towards the glutes, stretching into the quads, into the front of that leg. Awesome stuff. You can release that side down, same thing, second leg. Do what you need to do. Drop that heel. Nope, drop the knee, pardon me, straight down from the hip. Excellent. If you need to stretch out anything else, take a moment to do so. I will see you next Friday. Be in my Red Friday shirt again, and maybe with some different, exciting, fun Sock Friday socks. Feel free to join me on that one. It makes the workout automatically at least 8.2 times more exciting. So thank you for joining me, and we will see you again next Friday or some other time soon.